Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boys in Polos. I am Paul. I'm here with my co-host.
And I'm Gavin. And today, as promised, we have a special guest who I'll let introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Max, and I'd like to think I'm a reasonably biased Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Always with the bias. I'll try and stay unbiased to level it out here, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll just say that you're unbiased for sure.
for another point of view. But today we have scores around the ground. We have hot and not. We have another section of over and under reaction. Then the hot question this week: is Luke Shaw a top 5 left back? And then we have the look ahead.
And just for the Luke Shaw question, the answer is no by a lot.
No, the answer is yes. All right, let's get into the scores around the grounds. On Saturday, we had Leicester beating Liverpool 3-1. They scored all 3 goals in 7 minutes.
Alisson is just not on his game. He looked great in the first half, but I mean, 3 goals, 7 minutes. I have a Premier League keeper. Just horrendous.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing for Liverpool fans. I mean, they really expected, and I expected them too to be back-to-back champions this year, but they're just collapsing. And Alisson isn't doing them any favors. Defense is crumbling. Their new signings haven't really done anything for them, so they need to step it up.
You know what's even worse? Klopp said that they're not going to win the cup.
Yeah.
What did he say? I forget the words exactly, but he now this is gonna bug me now.
But yeah, he has no faith, and I feel like this Liverpool team just isn't playing with any. They're not playing with confidence. Yeah. You saw that last year's Liverpool team came into every game thinking we're gonna win this game.
Yeah, and he admitted defeat.
Yeah,
he said they're not gonna win.
And that's not the direction you want to be taking. Even if it's giving your team false hope, you just want something to hope for.
Yep. Moving on, we got Burnley 3, Crystal Palace 0. Zaha wasn't playing. I mean, you could clearly tell from the scoreline, but Burnley getting the job done and trying to get out of relegation and stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, very impressive. I think.
You go.
Okay. I think Nick Pope, I know you guys have been a big fans of him. He's so reliable. And now I think Burnley, they're starting to pick up in the goals. 3 goals is a good tally for them. And I think a defender scored, Matt Lowton, so he's doing pretty well. And it's really impressive. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, Burnley, I mean, we obviously know what they can do on the defensive side of the ball, but offense, they did a pretty good job. I mean, they had a rough couple of games. I mean, played some good teams, had a couple unlucky scores, but big turnaround game for them.
And then we got Man City 3, Spurs 0. It was domination by City. You can't say anything else.
Nothing to see here. All right. Just a bit of an excuse. Kane was clearly playing through an injury. You could see him half limping around the field. And Dyer and Sanchez, they're just so lazy.
I mean, still, but City dominated. You can't even on City's part. What's his name? Ruben Diaz was injured, so he wasn't even playing, and they still couldn't score. So,
do you see Sanchez took a nosedive? He just
my god! No, I respect him for that. People think he fell, but I think that he was actually trying to go for the ball to try and block it. So
dusted.
I'm just saying, that's just a little way to kind of hopefully twist it, but that was an amazing game from Gundogan again. Oh my god!
What is it like? I think it was 7 goals in his last 3, or
10.
He's 11 goals this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going off right now. He's playing out of his mind. And I think part of it is actually Foden, as that false 9 sort of thing, really helping him out.
Yeah. Who else was? Oh, I wanted to mention one man who played ridiculously well. Ederson. Yes, the man, the myth, the legend. If you have not seen that assist, I will drop it down in the description for the YouTube viewers. But
oh yeah, Yeah.
What an assist. It's ridiculous from his own 6-yard box.
Yeah, that's just
So cool.
he did him dirty. But okay, moving on. Brighton and Aston Villa. 0-0 that one. Brighton, they are a scary team to play against right now. I mean, they haven't let up a goal in like their last 4 or 5 games. They're coming off like what is it, 3 ties in a row where they haven't conceded. And their defense is great, but they can't score for the life of them.
They've had 1-0 wins. Like, yeah, it's all their past 4 games have been 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 0-0.
Jeez.
So
They
Yeah.
don't score. Is it all their games? I'm going through them. They're like 2-0, 1-0, 1-1.
Yeah.
That's boring.
I mean, when they pull out 3 points, that's not boring.
Yeah.
Especially for a
As long as
team.
they against
out
Liverpool and Spurs, that's good for them. They've been having a decent season, but obviously their place in the table does not reflect that. But they are playing well. You have to
Yeah,
admit.
they're rallying behind their manager.
yeah, they had 9 shots on target against Villa, which is pretty good. But Martinez stopped all of them. So
Yeah, Martinez. Oh my, he was playing fantastically.
Great
He was
keeper.
so-
One of the best keepers this year for sure. Playing
yeah,
out of
and now
his mind.
Brighton's up to 15th. Like
Yeah.
that's great for them. If Newcastle loses today, I mean, what are we looking at?
It's gonna be a
Newcastle
whole different
possibly getting
table.
relegated.
All right, moving on. We got Wolves 2, Southampton 1. Ings' goal was ridiculous. That volley was amazing. But
Yeah.
Neto, we said it once, we'll say it again. What a player! He scored the game winner for Wolves, and
Too good.
ridiculous.
He's too good.
Ridiculous. One of the best young players that I've seen. And he's gone under the radar until now. I didn't even know about him, I'm going to be honest, until this season. And man, he is good.
Yeah, I mean that was a great, and I don't want to call it a solo goal because obviously like it's a team effort, but that was a great solo goal.
That was
I mean that was crazy, and I mean we had 2 insane goals in that game, and I think Neto got the better of Ings in that one.
Oh my god. He had got it from the craziest angle as well. The way he
Yeah.
scored that.
Mhm.
Man.
yeah, Neto's really shown up. I think definitely Wolves player of the season right now. And yeah, he's gonna be the one to keep them fighting for top 10, I guess.
Yep,
Yep.
for sure. Moving on, we got United 1, West Brom 1.
The best
Tough.
game of the week.
Tough.
But I mean West Brom parked the bus better than any Mourinho squad ever could. What was it,
Oh,
like
yeah.
second minute?
Oh my god. They scored in the second minute from there on, parked the bus.
They parked the bus for 88 minutes.
They watched so much Mourinho tape, you already know.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what you do in that situation when you get up early against a team like United where even a point is insanely good for them. Like, that's what you gotta do, and they did pretty well.
That hurt so much watching that game. Oh
Yeah, what
my.
are your thoughts on the halftime whistle? It was called a bit like I know
Yeah,
fans
like
are unhappy.
it was so prematurely called. It's very stupid. The refs have not had a great season in the Premier League. I mean,
Definitely.
Mike Dean was getting death threats because of his awful calls. But yeah, come on, Premier League, step up your game.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Penalties
And-
as well, VAR. It's not even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather VAR than like some things, but that one rule when you're running back and you don't like go for the ball, but the guy runs into you and you get instant red, like that's the dumbest rule. It wouldn't even be a yellow card if you like actually made an attempt, but if you don't make an attempt, it's an instant red.
Yeah, I feel like VAR has really. I mean, we're having offsides for like 8 centimeters.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's not even fair. Like I feel like it was way better when the refs were just calling it, because if you want, just blame the refs, and the Premier League can't take any fault for it because they're saying it's the refs' decision, right? But now Premier League are having to take a huge brunt of this, and it's not good for them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad when they have to revert the decisions in
Mhm.
game. Like that just can't be happening.
They got to tone down the amount of VAR decisions that they make. Because yes, refs are gonna make mistakes, and sometimes you need VAR. Because like, if a guy's very clearly offsides, but the ref just completely misses it, then that's where you need it. But in some situations, like we've said before, it's too much. It's too
Or
much.
or when we see it completely doesn't it doesn't even work, when we throw back to like, I think it was the first game of Project Restart, right? And the ball was clearly in the goal. The goalie was in the goal, and they didn't call anything. They didn't say goal. It was,
Yeah.
oh my god, that was atrocious. I was watching that game and I was screaming my head off.
Yeah,
Embarrassing.
they gotta fix VAR in some way, shape, and form. But next game, Arsenal and Leeds. I mean, Leeds just proving once again they're a momentum-based team, losing 4-2. That's a big game for them. If they want to
Yeah.
stay top 10, that is a huge game. And
Dropping down to 11th.
yeah, that
That's
was
what you want
awful.
to see if you're a Leeds fan.
And Melier making a couple of mistakes. I think he gave away a penalty. Like
Yep.
he's been very good this season, but yeah, that's very costly. And Arsenal just ran with that. They scored 3 goals in the first half. So
That's my keeper. That's my keeper from that money video. That's my keeper.
Moving on, we have Fulham 2, Everton 0. Wow.
I mean,
Wow is all I can say. Wow.
Josh Maja. I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but the Sunderland signee scored 2 and brought home a huge win for Fulham. I mean, that is a massive game for them. And now, how many points out of safety are they?
They're still in
7 points
relegation.
out. They're 7 points out.
Yep. It's still a few points out there, but
Still a few points, but
it's possible.
that's huge, especially for them to not drop. Like when Sheffield's heating up a little bit, West Brom coming off that big tie, like that's an important win.
I'm gonna be honest. Fulham have always had that quality, right? They're better than any other team in that relegation spot, right?
Yeah,
I was watching the game, and even the commentators were saying they bring it all the way to the goal and can't finish. If they had a finisher, if they finish consistently, they would be close to top 10.
Definitely. Fulham's a good team. They need that guy, and maybe Maja's that guy. Maja, whatever.
Yeah, and Mitrovic was out, so maybe they can play together. That would be cool.
Maybe. But recently they've been playing Mitrovic on the bench, actually. So
Yeah, Mitrovic.
they were saying that the commentators were saying that he actually slows their game down. So the coach decided not to bring him in, something like that. But
I really don't love him as a player because he's just kind of a big guy up there. He's not super fast. He just kind of knocks people around, goes up for headers. Like
your classic big fat man who's just playing up top.
Like I'd rather like a shorter, speedy, like playmaker type of person.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Moving on, we have our Monday games that are yet to happen. So we got West Ham versus Sheffield. That'll be a good game. I feel like West Ham will get the result, but
hopefully they do.
We're always Team Sheffield. Go Sheffield.
Oh
Go.
yeah. Except for this week because that's my guarantee. I think.
Then we got Max's game, Chelsea versus Newcastle. What do you think, Max? What do you expect?
Yeah, it should be. I think it will be a good game. Thomas Tuchel doing wonders for Chelsea, trying to pull them back into the top 4. It's a must-win game. I think, I've been a bit nervous because Chelsea haven't really been finishing off opponents. They've been scoring and they hold on to the lead, but it makes for a very nervy last couple of minutes. So they need to score quick and kind of make sure they secure the win.
Yeah, the win gets you up to 4th. Yeah, it will get you up to 4th. So that's a big step up. Also, if West Ham win, they'll be in 5th.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what happens. If Chelsea lose, then West Ham will be in 4th. If Chelsea win, West Ham will be in 5th. So West Ham making big strides, huge strides.
That's actually
Liverpool going
it's
down.
actually really interesting. I mean, same record between Chelsea and West Ham, and their games have had the same amount of goals, except West Ham's conceded 4 more and Chelsea has scored 4 more. It's actually sick.
Yeah, it's interesting.
All right, let's get into hot and not, where we showcase the hottest player of the week and the nottest player of the week.
I guess, but I think it was pretty clear who the hot player of the week was. Pierre, or whatever his name is, Aubameyang. I'm not. I forget his first name. for some reason.
Aubameyang.
That's what it is. Okay, because I didn't want to mess it up because I'm pretty sure Højbjerg has the same first name, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
mix those up. But Aubameyang, hat trick and a huge win for Arsenal.
Massive win, getting them back in the top 10.
His
I
first
mean-
Premier League hat trick. So
Yeah, kudos to him. Finally getting the job done. 14 weeks in, more than 14 weeks in the Premier League. But I mean, at least he's finally getting a role. Maybe he's getting in that groove. Oh my God, it's match week 24. It's going too fast. Please slow down, Premier League, please. I
Yeah.
pray.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's gonna be over soon too. No.
No.
can't have this.
This is not happening. Okay, not player of the week. We said it once. We will say it again. Back to back. Allison. What?
That's actually interesting because Fulham was the first ever team to have back-to-back not players of the week, and now it's Liverpool. That's
Allison. Oh my.
I mean, Allison, bro, 3 goals, 7 minutes in a game that you're trying to close out. I mean, what do we need to say? That was awful. That was horrendous.
That was. Oh my God.
Yeah, I just want to know what happened. Was it like a lack of communication? Was it just he didn't see? I think it was Kabak. It's just
Nah.
embarrassing.
I feel like Quebec had the ball. He knew
Yeah.
he was going for it, and then for some reason, Allison, being Allison, decided to come out and sprint to the ball outside of his box when Quebec is right there, and completely clatter into him and give the goal up. But come on, man. And then
Yeah.
Jamie Vardy with the amazing guitar with the corner flag celebration.
Yeah.
But-
Jamie Vardy, that game was the Jamie Vardy show from minute 1. I mean,
Yeah.
he had so many chances in the first half and capitalized on one in the second.
Yeah, I mean, Allison, step up your game now.
Sure.
Moving on, we got overreaction and underreaction. First one.
Oh, wait, we could skip this first one.
No.
Just do it.
Important.
Yeah, we
It's
can.
important.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
we
better.
can.
I think we should say it. All right. Are Spurs not a top 5 contender? Actually, let me change that up so make it simpler. Are Spurs a top 5 contender?
Yes,
No.
yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they,
Can't say
they
they
still are. But I mean, they need to play a whole lot better. Mourinho,
whole
you got to
lot
fix Mourinho has to fix the defense. And I remember simpler times when we were number 1, the good old days.
Sheesh. You guys are in
What was that? Like
guys are
November,
ninth.
October?
ninth. Oh my God.
2 points ahead of
boy.
Arsenal.
How
I
are
mean,
you
then,
guys?
That's
then
insane.
again,
Wow.
then again, we also have a game in hand. We do have a
Yep.
game in hand over a couple teams, including the top 3 of the
Okay.
top 4.
Well, literally from 4th to 10th, you guys are 3 points apart. It's not even
So maybe an overreaction.
one win shoots you up.
Yeah.
Arsenal 1 win. They're in 10th right now. I'll put them in 7th, right? You
Yeah,
give
this
you give
is-
Tottenham a win, they'll be in 5th.
I mean,
From 9th to
we've
5th.
said it before. We'll say it again. This is going to be one of the craziest Premier League finishes of all time because look how many teams are still in it. You could even
Mhm.
you could make a case for Arsenal finishing top 4.
You could.
I mean, that's
could.
a physically plausible thing to happen.
Yeah, they're only
You
6
could- you could
points.
even, as weird as it is, you could make a case for Leeds, even Wolves. Like
They're
they're
not
it's that close. Wolves
Yeah,
Wolves in 12th are 10 points out of 4th place.
that's ridiculous.
Mind-boggling.
This is a really close season. It's nice. It's nice. The one good thing from COVID, it gave us a very close season. Moving
Man
on, the
City.
next. Oh no. Let's not talk about Man City today. Moving on. We got Southampton. Side marks the end of their top 6 hopes. Are they not going to be in the top 6? Are they like top 10 bound?
That's an underreaction. There is no way they are finishing top 6. They've lost the most consecutive games in their team history, and they don't seem confident playing. They just that's bad. It's not good for them.
Oh
Yeah, they haven't won in the Premier League since January 4th when they played Liverpool. So
Yeah.
man, terrible form. Terrible form for Southampton right now, but there's no chance of them getting there's realistically no chance of them getting 6 points. I mean, even Leeds is a stretch at 11th, but yeah. Bad days for Southampton fans.
I mean, yeah, it's like mathematically possible, but we all know it's not possible.
Yeah, I mean, if that
That
happens,
said, turn it around, prove us wrong, by all means. But yeah.
Moving on, we got Fulham. Have they found their guy? Is Maja the one to get the goals?
Yeah, I'm gonna go underreaction with this one. I loved that signing. You guys may have watched Sunderland Till I Die on Netflix. It's a show about Sunderland. Maja is a god. He is so good. They loved him there. And this is a team that really needed a goal scorer, like we said before. Could he be the guy? I think so.
Potentially, they needed that fast, quick player to get the goals instead of the slow, bulky Mitrovic. But I think he could get the job done there.
Really attacking his weight there, really.
I'm not attacking his weight. No. We don't do that here. We're not
You
trying.
literally called him bulky. Come on.
Bulky, yeah, man's got a little bit of little buff. He's a little buff. I'm not gonna lie. He pushes people around. He's big.
Okay.
I'd be scared to go up against him.
Yeah.
But Fulham's next 2 games are against Burnley and Sheffield, so I think that's definitely good opportunities to score.
Yeah, for sure.
Games.
And they need that. They need those games.
They need the points. They need the points bad. But next up, Brighton. They're a scary team to face right now. What do you guys think?
Currently, I think yes. I think for teams who really need a point, and like say, let me pick a team. Let's say a Southampton who's trying to get out of their slump. Brighton would be one of the worst teams that they would want to face because they know getting goals there is going to be hard. Or for a Leeds who's trying to get back in the top 10, they wouldn't want to play against a team like Brighton. But that being said, Brighton cannot score too many goals.
Yeah,
that's their one big problem. But their defense has been good enough to secure those wins. So I mean, if they can get just a 1-0 win, they'll gladly take that. And against teams that are struggling, I think that they're really good opportunistic team that does that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go. Well, I think they're playing great right now. I'm gonna go overreaction because they're not gonna climb very far in the standings when you think about it. I mean, while it is very close, they're not going anywhere. They're a great team, but how far are they going to climb up to 14th, 13th at max?
I'm not saying that they're scary in terms of teams losing their top 10 position because that's not going to happen, right? Brighton's not going to contest for top 10 and make you lose your spot there. However, I feel like they are a scary team to go up against if you're trying to battle it out against another team, right? So sure. West Ham trying to get into the top 4, they wouldn't want to go up against Brighton because they know how defensively strong they are.
That's fair.
That. Not necessarily gonna take your spot in the table, but they're gonna affect the way you end up at the end of the season.
They're not exactly Mr. Steal Your Spot.
Exactly.
Okay, the next segment up is Luke Shaw a top 5 left back?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. As
Okay,
United fan,
okay.
I will have to say
All
yes.
right.
but-
Yeah.
I'm
who said
looking
it?
at I'm looking at the doc right now, and the one fact that you have, and you said Shaw is superior to Robertson because
Hey,
he won
hey,
more duels.
You gave me 5 minutes.
All right, well, guess what? These categories show that Shaw is worthless. Last
Worthless?
episode, you
Jeez.
said that Shaw is better than Alexander Arnold.
Yes. Oh my
Alexander
God.
Arnold is
A million
third in
times
touches.
yes.
So Alexander Arnold is third in touches this year, and
Good
Shaw
for him.
isn't even the best outside back on his team. Wan-Bissaka is sixth among defenders, and he's not even an attacking back.
Okay.
Now
wait,
Shaw is
hold up.
22nd in touches among defenders.
Okay.
Alexander Arnold is 18th among defenders and tackles,
Good
and
for
that's
him.
not
What
even
about
what he's known for.
What about creating? Shaw is 22nd among defenders on touches, but he with being 22nd, he's creating more.
Really, you think he's creating? Because Alexander Arnold is fifth in passing, and Shaw is 33rd.
That's passing. He can pass around, but like
that's just
getting
among
in
defenders.
but getting in the critical positions, giving like dangerous passes, chance creating passes. That's what I'm trying to say. Alexander Arnold this season has not done any of that. If you watch the way Liverpool have been playing, he's been having to sit back.
Okay. Let's sell
Should
this.
we-
Max,
should-
what do you think? We need a deciding factor.
If we're basing it on this season, I think, but it's very hard to tell because of how Liverpool are doing so poorly. But I mean, so Robertson and Shaw both have 5 assists this season, and if you're going into those smaller stats like passes and touches, they may not like entirely indicate the player's skill, but it's just I think it really is based on team form, and because of that, Shaw is doing better. But I might like. Do you guys want to say based on this season alone, or like their Premier League kind of?
Let's say in the
think-
last 3 years. Well, actually, Shaw has been
Well,
injured.
the last 2 years, Shaw has been hot garbage. So
No.
what do you mean? He was so bad last year. He had like the most. Oh my, he was so bad.
Do you want to like I guess come up with contenders, because I can think of like Lucas Digne he's very good, I
He's
think.
good. Mhm.
He is great.
Reguilon.
Regulon.
Um,
Yeah.
I'd like to say
Yeah.
Reece James just because he's a really bright young
Yep.
right back.
For sure.
Saka, maybe. Even
Saka, he doesn't
Saka's
even
more
play.
attacking.
He doesn't play. He's more like he plays like attacking mid now. He
he's,
moves around.
He's a weird player. They have him listed as like left back, left wing, center attacking mid, right wing. Like
He does it all. That's it. He does
he's
it
a
all.
utility man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just like I think because of the huge competition, I can't say Shaw is top 5, but definitely top 10. Because you have Cancelo, you have people like even you could say Kyle Walker, Cresswell. Like there's just so many names that I feel like Shaw, he doesn't really stand out to me. But
Yup.
definitely
Yup.
top 10. I'll give you top 10.
Yeah, definitely top 10, but not top 5.
I don't know, man. I just see him as he's this season alone. He has played ridiculously well compared to other left backs. If we were
Yeah.
basing on this season alone, top 5 for me in the Premier League, 100%.
Well, that's for you, a biased United fan.
I'm not biased. I'm being fairly
Sure.
honest.
You say
Well,
that
okay,
every time, and then
Digne has not played better than him this season. That's a fact, right? Reguilon has not played better than him this season because
yes, he has.
he hasn't played too much. No, he has not.
He hasn't
You're-
played too much, but in the games that he plays, he looks a lot better.
No chance. There's no.
All right, fine. Let's get off this topic because we're gonna sit here for a half hour arguing about
There's
Shaw.
no chance. Drop down in the comments. There's no way Reguilon has been playing better than Shaw. There's no way in hell that he has played better than him.
Yes, there is.
No.
All right. Well, okay. On to the look ahead to next week. Just actually, before we look ahead, we gotta look back to our predictions from last week.
Mhm.
So just going over them real quick. We had Liverpool, Leicester, Spurs versus City, and Wolves versus Southampton as our 3 biggest games. So for Liverpool versus Leicester, I had 2-1 Leicester, and so did Paul. So we each get 2 points for that. Paul gets 2 for City versus Spurs because he had 3-1 City. So he gets the point for the win and the point for City's score.
No, not City first. Spurs score.
Spurs.
Yeah,
Right.
nothing for
Yeah,
Spurs
yeah.
scoring that. And then I get
Quarterback.
1 for Wolves versus Southampton, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
3 because
Yeah.
you actually predicted it completely right
wow.
with 2-1. That's
That's impressive.
impressive, but at least I picked a winner.
I'm built different like that.
But guess
Come on,
what?
man.
Guess what? You didn't even get your easiest one. Your easiest one of the week. United versus West Brom. Nothing for your guarantee. Nothing. And obviously mine hasn't played yet with West Ham over Sheffield.
Okay, but tallying up the scores, we both got 2, so that's 4-10, right? Then
Yep.
I got 2 for City versus Spurs. Oh my god.
Spurs. Don't you disrespect us. Don't you disrespect Spurs.
4-12, and then you got 1 for Wolves, 5-12, and I got 3 for Wolves versus Southampton.
It's a big
Okay,
win.
okay.
Damn.
It was rough. It was rough.
5-15. 5-15.
I really didn't set myself up.
But you have
well
your
last
guarantee.
week.
You have your guarantee. So
Yeah, I still
you can
have
get
that.
3 points if you
I
get
can
3
climb back
points.
into this. Just for Max this week, guess points are worth ×2. So and we'll tally those up at the end of the season because we don't know how many. We're not gonna have a guest on every episode, obviously. So ×2 for that. And if somehow they come out to more than us at the end, we both have to do the forfeit. But
I better get this right then.
yeah.
you better
So
hope.
our first game, Liverpool versus Everton. This is gonna be a great derby. I mean, that's a great game for the title race. Well, not really title race, but Champions League race.
Yep.
But I'm gonna go with 1-1. I think it's gonna be 1-1.
1-2-1.
I don't think either team is particularly playing great, so I think a tie would fit them both.
Going 2-1. Liverpool.
Okay, you think they get back on track?
I think they can get a win here. I don't see Everton as too much of a threat.
Yeah, I'm feeling more. I agree with the draw. I'm trying to think like how much because yeah, Liverpool, their defense has been bad. So, like I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I want to say something like a 3-3.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Because-
high
I mean,
scoring.
That said, Allison isn't playing great, and I mean they
At
have
all.
like 2 center defensive mids playing center back, so we'll see.
I hope
We'll
that's a
see.
good game.
It's possible. It's possible.
Next,
All
Chelsea versus Southampton. Can Southampton turn it around, or will Chelsea put the nail in the coffin? Chelsea 3-1.
Jeez.
I don't think
Respect it.
Southampton's fit at all. And as much as I want Southampton to win to help Spurs out, they're not gonna.
Right. Yeah. Let's be honest.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna jinx them. They're definitely gonna win
No,
because
you
every
don't
time
have
we
to
say
do that.
definitely on the show,
You don't,
they
you don't have to
lose.
do that.
Yeah, yes we do. Yes we do. But okay, yeah,
Ooh.
Chelsea 3-1.
Okay. I'm looking back on Chelsea's previous form, right? And they haven't been able to get over 2 goals. So,
It's true.
that in mind, I'm going to go with a cheeky little 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to back the boys here. I think if they don't, if depending on the game today, if they score more than 3 goals, I'll be really happy with that, and maybe that'll improve their form. But yeah, I'm gonna say something like a 2-0 Chelsea. Yeah.
2-0.
Okay.
Definitely possible. Moving
Yeah.
on, we got a huge relegation game. Fulham versus Sheffield. Predictions? Thoughts?
Oh, that's a big match. And while they don't look like 2 massive titans fighting it out on the top of the table, they're that's still an important game for both of them. So
Yeah.
I'm going 1-0 Fulham. I don't I think they keep it close, but I think Fulham takes this one.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting here. I'm going to hit you with. This one's hard because you see, Fulham, like I've said again and again, they're a great team, but I'm Team Sheffield all the way in. But no, I can't do that, right?
You can't sacrifice your score. Wait. But if Sheffield wins today, you said, I believe what you said last episode was, if Sheffield beats West Ham, you're gonna pick Sheffield every time until they win.
Until they lose, yeah. If they win,
until they lose.
Yeah. But they haven't played that game yet, obviously. So how about
to bet against them?
I'm gonna have to bet against them. Fulham too. Sheffield. Ooh. 0. Let's go with that. Yep.
Okay.
Right,
okay.
Let's go with it. All right. But moving on to the other games, we'll give you a quick rundown.
Wait. Forgetting something?
Oh,
I'm back.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah. Max, what's your score? Huh? What do you think?
Yeah, I think Fulham. They seem to be favorites here because just understanding. I want to say 2-1 Fulham.
2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game.
Okay. I see. Okay. Then we got a quick rundown of our other games before we put in our guarantees. Just a quick one. We got Wolves versus Leeds. Definitely going to be a great game there. We got Burnley versus West Brom. Going to be interesting. I doubt West Brom are going to win or draw again like they did against United. But moving on, we got No, I already said that. Villa versus Leicester.
Leicester, they better win this.
We got United versus Newcastle. I pray to God, United win.
And Spurs, the next game, Spurs West Ham. Please do not blow a 3-goal lead in the second half.
Come on, West Ham. Lanzini. We need to step up. Nah, you know who we need to step up?
Arsenal.
The icon, the young talent, Jesse Lingard. He's still got potential, guys. He's still so young.
Nah, you know who we need to step up? Arsenal versus City. Arsenal, take this one.
I'll take it. I'll be happy with you guys.
Actually, I don't know what I want. Arsenal. So as a fan, I think an Arsenal win would be really cool for the table because that would bring City's reign more into view for the other teams. But then again, an Arsenal win and a Spurs loss would put them above Spurs. So
go win, Arsenal. Go Arsenal. Go.
I'm in a tough spot.
Go win, Arsenal. Go out there and prove them that you're better than City, please, for the love of God.
It's unlikely though. I think City are they can dominate, but
they're champions. You can't even say anything. They're without the best center mid in the world, and they're still winning.
Yeah. So
this is so sad.
So and the final game, Brighton versus Palace. If Zaha plays, I think this is a much more interesting game. But this is probably going to be a low scoring. Who are we kidding? It's a great defensive team versus a team that doesn't score much.
I'm expecting a 1-0 or something.
1-0, 0-0, maybe if we're getting crazy, 1-1. But
it's a bit edgy there,
yeah.
Gavin.
Very crazy.
Forgot guarantees for this week.
Guarantees,
yeah. Ooh,
who are you gonna go with, Gavin? Huh?
Leicester over Aston Villa. That's an edgy one, but there's not many other ones that I sincerely think they'll win. Because I no longer trust Spurs as much as much as I love them. I don't trust them at all, especially against a team like West Ham, who's playing great. Wolves and Leeds. That game could go either way. Burnley versus West Brom. You never know. United versus Newcastle. United has proven that they can't beat low tier teams.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I gotta stick with my boys. United over Newcastle.
You're gonna imagine if they lose to Newcastle. What a oh
I have to.
my.
I have to go with my boys. There's no questioning about that.
And
Okay.
yeah, so I think we're just talking about City and Arsenal. I think just seeing City, how much City dominated Spurs, who
Mhm.
have been the better team this season, and if Gundogan keeps producing like this, I think there'll be no chance of City over Arsenal for me.
City over
Yeah,
Arsenal.
City over Arsenal. I
Like,
mean,
that's
it's pretty
kind of clear,
guaranteed.
but you
That's the
never
point.
know.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, that's a. I hate City so much. God.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all do. I think they're just an easy team to hate.
You know, if you're a City fan, you're lying. There are no such things as City fans.
And
No such thing.
there's no such thing as Manchester City fans. Because I'm pretty sure every single one of them jumped ship when United was really good.
Yeah.
But that just about wraps it up today. Thank you, Max, for being here with us.
No problem. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let us know any improvements in the comments. Anything you disagreed with? Anything you agreed with?
Also, I'm sorry for any Man City fans that we just offended in the last 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, but I hope they lose.
Yep.
Thank you very much for listening. And peace.